Babysitter Gurus! Welcome back to the Babysitter Guru channel. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. So today we're going to talk about sleep deprivation as a babysitter or nanny or au pair or anyone who's caring for a child. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to dive into a couple of things that I highly recommend that you do to avoid sleeping while caring for the child. So the number one thing is to please make sure you get enough sleep the night before. It's extremely important to have enough sleep the night before. I highly recommend getting 7 to 8 hours, even 9 hours of sleep. Yes, I did say 9 hours of sleep the night before you go babysit and watch over a child. Believe it or not, the kids pick up when you're tired, especially depending on their age. So if they're like a couple of months old, they won't really know, but it's 1 and up, so around the toddler range, they'll know when you're tired. So please get anywhere from 7 to 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Sleep is extremely important. If you're not energetic, it would rub off on the child and they'll notice, believe it or not. The second thing I highly recommend is try drinking some coffee or some tea. I'm not a coffee individual. However, I do love my tea. I do not add any sugar. I add honey and fresh lemon to my tea. So that's something I'll drink to help me stay awake and more energized when I'm watching over the child. Something else I'll recommend is exercise. I know I did recommend actually say in my previous video that I do not exercise, unfortunately, but if it's something that I have to do in order to stay awake when I'm with the child, I will do it. So I would even involve them too. So what I do is I like to do jumping jacks with them. It's very simple. You could do jumping jacks, actually challenge each other to do it too, which is super cute. You'll see that they're so into it. So do some jumping jacks, stretch a little bit, do some yoga moves, even show them how to do some cool yoga moves, something they don't know how to do. So that's something that will also keep you awake and energized. And if you are really drained, you really had a busy day yesterday before you came, something I will say to do, but please try to avoid, that'll be your last resort or option, is to take a quick 30-minute nap if and only if, please make sure you remember this, only if the child's napping as well. So if they're napping upstairs in their room and you happen to be downstairs in the living room, make sure that baby monitor is right next to you while you are napping. Make sure the volume's on high, so if you hear them scream or cry or anything, any type of slight movement, you know, and that you immediately wake up. Something else I will also recommend is make sure you could either be in the room with them. So while they are napping in their crib, there might be a chair right there, so you'll sit right there and nap alongside with them. So if they do cry or anything, you're right there in the room so you can immediately wake up. But however, I do say that's the last resort that you'll want to do. Just please make sure, being a professional, you are being paid for what you do and caring for the child. So please be prepared. If you know you're babysitting the next day, make sure you sleep. Make sure you have enough sleep and energy in you to be able to go babysit the next day. That's extremely important. And that's something that the parents might, notice, that you look a little sleepy, a little tired, whether they see you right before they leave or whether they see you right after you kind of come in, and then right after you're about to leave, they also see that you look a little tired. So just please be cautious of that. Like I said, you want to be professional at all times. Another way that you could actually be up and be alert is to go outside. There's nothing like fresh air and the sun and the wind. Personally, for me, the kids love to go outside and take a stroll, especially if they're in their stroller. That's another way for them to fall asleep, believe it or not. They love to have the wind hit their face while in their stroller, so they love experiencing that. So take a stroll around the neighborhood or take a stroll around the park. Just be alert, be more active, move your body around. Do not want to stay in the house, because once you're in the house, then there's a couch and then there's the TV. You could easily doze off. Another thing I'll tell you guys to avoid is avoid any type of heavy foods. Having a heavy meal is not the way to go. If you have a heavy meal, you're gonna get tired, believe it or not. And it's funny because you could actually relate this to kids, right? So after you change your diaper and then you give them their bottle, they get immediately sleepy. There's a reason for that. Once you're full and you're clean, you're gonna want to sleep because your body's just exhausted. So try to avoid any type of heavy food. I would say get like snacks, like quick snacks. Drink a lot of water, hydrate yourself, and a quick itty bitty snacks here and there. Do not eat anything heavy like a big turkey sandwich or something like that, or bread. Any type of carbs will kind of drain you a little bit, so eat like fruit, any type of like chocolate. I love, nibbling on some chocolate while I'm babysitting. So chocolate or some snacks or some crackers or some apples with peanut butter. That's another thing that I also love. So having like itsy bitty snacks like that, and please be hydrated, is something that will also keep you up. As well as in the home, make sure there's natural lighting coming in. Do not keep it dark. Do not keep it like very cold. When it's very cold in the house and it's very dark and the curtains are closed, that's another way for it to be very sleepy for you. We all know if you ever put a child to sleep in their room, the blinds are always closed, they kind of have some music on, the humidifier is on. That's just, causing some type of good setting for them to be asleep. Now, in terms of you, when you already are sleepy, you do not want to actually have that happening in the home. So please, please, please make sure that there's natural lighting coming in wherever you are within the home. So let's just say you're in the living room, make sure all the curtains are open, the windows are open. If it's in the summertime, obviously please have the AC on, but just not too high to where you're gonna want to fall asleep. So natural lighting is also helpful. So please, please, please make sure you pay close attention when sleep deprivation kind of sneaks in a little bit. It's important that you get enough sleep when you're caring for someone else's child. At the end of the day, you are performing a job, and when you are performing a job, you want to be professional at all times. So please, please, please just make sure that you are. So sleep deprivation is a number one thing that I'm always asked about, and I want to address it just to make sure that you guys are well aware of the pros and cons of it. So thank you so much for joining me for this third topic today. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Please, if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to state, please comment below. But stay tuned for another extra juicy topic. Thank you so much, gurus. Bye.